Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the Marketing Empress. This is the fourth video in a series of videos released on this particular channel under the topic of consumer behavior. This is part one of the video that covers consumer behavior models. Alright, we will be learning a total of 6 consumer behavior models and analyze them from a business perspective. This video will cover 3 out of those 6 models. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we jump into the content of the video, make sure you like, share and subscribe to the channel by hitting the bell notification icon so that the next time a video gets uploaded, you guys are notified first. So let's begin. Now, I have mentioned this before and it's still worth talking about that everything you buy, be it a chocolate bar, a face wash, your apparel, be it a small or big purchase, your buying behavior could be analyzed through it. It all forms a part of the buyer process. And while these may not seem as important to you, your buying behavior is of utmost importance to the marketer who is making every effort to ensure their product fits into your buying process. The marketers do this through various consumer behavior models, and that is what we will cover in this video. The best part is, while theoretically these models may not be new to you, I will be adding a practical touch to them. So let's get started with the first model. Alright, the first model is the learning model of consumer behavior. Now, this model believes that buyer behavior is characterized based on the desire to satisfy basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, etc. It's very similar to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Let's dig in a little deeper. Now, this image will help us in understanding the concept well. The bottommost level in this hierarchy takes into account the very basic needs of the consumers. And as you go up this hierarchy, there are secondary desires that come into play, eventually leading to the stage of self actualization or self fulfillment. According to this model, the consumer will follow a pattern whereby at first they will try to satisfy their basic need and then consider other needs. For example, someone who is hungry will look out for food, that's basic need, and then they will look out for, say, new clothes, that is the secondary need. Let's understand the business applicability concerning this model. Now, say if you're a big bazaar and a customer visits your store to make purchases. Now, according to this model, the first area that a customer will visit will be the grocery section because these are items that fall under the essential category. Then the customer will move to other areas of the supermarket. Now let's move on to the second model. The second model is the psychoanalytic model of consumer behavior. This model heavily relies on psychology and believes that consumer purchases are dependent on various psychological desires and motives. These could be hidden fears, any unfulfilled desires, or personal preferences. So, from a business perspective, this model states that your advertising efforts will be fruitful depending on how well it connects with their psychological desires. However, the most important part to note here is that these consumer desires may be unconscious in nature, so the consumer may not even know about their existence. Let's take an example to understand this better. Let's take an example of iPhone. Clearly, the product targets the affluent part of the society. But there could be a consumer who may not belong to that category, but is still developing a connection to your offering. This is because of the consumer's unconscious need or desire to belong to an affluent class. Now let's move on to the third model. The third model is the sociological model of consumer behavior. According to this model, consumer purchases vary based on different social groups that they belong to. Let's understand. These societal groups could be your family, your friends, or less defined groups like millennials, etc. This model is more so applicable to businesses that make products specific to a group. For example, a formal wear brand will target businessmen or women. They will want to attract people who are interested in looking professional at their workplaces. The best part about this model is that it clearly defines the group that you're targeting through your marketing efforts. For example, you may want to target people who like to work out if you have an active wear product. So that's it for today's video. We covered three models of consumer behavior here. And in the next video, we will look at three more models. The part 2 of this particular video will be uploaded exactly a week after this one. So this is going out on the Tuesday. The next video will be released on the next Tuesday. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification icon so that you are notified about the upload. Like and share the video with as many people as possible. This will further motivate me to keep going. Also, before you leave, ensure that you watched all of the other videos under the category of consumer behavior. Remember, it's a unified effort to learn consumer behavior. One video may not suffice. Until next time, bye bye.